When a married couple came upon a former general store sitting empty upstate, they got an idea for something new.
Daing na bangos, boneless milkfish. It's marinated in vinegar, cane vinegar, garlic, and pepper. Deep fried, served with a spicy tomato cilantro dipping sauce or sausawan. On the side, I'd recommend the sinigang na baboy, which is a tamarind soup with pork country ribs. It's a classic Filipino soup. You can find it in just about every Filipino household.
My name is Cristina Mauricio, and I'm chef owner of Harana Market.
And I'm Eva Tringali, co-owner of Harana Market.
And tell me, what is Harana Market?
Harana Market is an Asian grocery and Filipino deli in the Catskills.
How did this come to be?
We had moved to Phoenicia and we were driving into Woodstock and we saw that this place was for lease. The space told us like kind of what it wanted to be, and so we just kind of moved forward with that and really took a big leap of faith.
What's behind the name Harana Market?
Harana is a Tagalog word that means serenade. It's a form of courtship. We are really trying to woo or serenade like folks who have never experienced this before but have interest.
Chris, when did you first learn to cook?
Well, I grew up in my grandparents' home. I mean, everyone has this thing like, oh, my grandma cooks the best, but really her food is the best. She taught me a lot about Filipino flavor and technique, and I went to culinary school.
And your cooking is in very high demand. I hear that people have to get here early if they want even a chance.
Yeah.
What is the secret to making something that people just go nuts for?
Lutong bahay is home-style cooking, which is sort of like the ethos in the kitchen.
The food we serve here is very much rooted in food that you also ate growing up. And
Yeah.
I think for Filipinos who come here, they are so happy to see these like home foods on our menu. But then also non-Filipinos who come in and maybe know these things from their travels or from their friends and family, or have never experienced them. And like that is really satisfying, that the food that Christina and our team is putting out is resonating on both sides there. There's just so many layers, like Filipino food, community, like even our queer community that just have blossomed in what Harana looks like.
What do you think is your favorite part of the job?
I'd love to see that reaction, the initial bite of like, like I love that.
You love when like you'll go out to the cars and like, gave someone a bag, giving someone another bag, check in with the person who has, and they're just like
Already
food out.
And they're like, it's so good. Like, that makes me so happy.
How do you hope people feel when they eat your food?
Ultimately, I want people to be comforted, nourished, and to continue eating the food that makes their heart sing. That's the goal.